Hi, welcome to the political prediction. So this video is gonna to be a 2020 election prediction about Senator Bernie Sanders versus Donald Trump, the incumbent president of the United States. So let's start with some safe state that we'll give for each candidate. So it's very fascinating about this in here in this moment. So also for President Donald Trump, we can give this to him. And Nebraska second district, we live it first. And this state will given to President Donald Trump. And start with Nevada district state. So Nevada, I think Senator Bernie Sanders take on this about the gap with 4% to Donald Trump or 3 to 4%. And I will not make the color lean or likely in this moment in this video. So also for Colorado and New Mexico, Bernie Sanders take on this. And also for Arizona, I can see through that Donald Trump will also take on this in 2020 election. So Donald Trump also take on the state of Arizona, but it's much more closer than 2016 election. Donald Trump versus the Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. So although Bernie Sanders is not worse than Hillary Clinton, but Hillary Clinton cannot get the state of Arizona. So Donald Trump, I think, would also take on this in 2020. So Bernie Sanders will take the state of Minnesota as the Democratic candidate, Amy Klobuchar state. So for the great state of Texas, Donald Trump also take on 38 electoral votes that given to Donald Trump. And for Iowa, because I want to talk about much more about it. So let's start with Ohio. And also I want to talk about much more about it. So Trump will take on North Carolina, Georgia, and Florida in this moment I given. So Trump will take on 234 electoral votes to Bernie Sanders 212 electoral votes. So let's start with New Hampshire here, 4 electoral votes. That because Bernie Sanders live around in Vermont, so he may take on this state of New Hampshire. So New Hampshire, I think I will give to Bernie Sanders, and also Virginia, I will give to Bernie Sanders in this scenario, and also for Donald Trump, that we still have some state left. So Donald Trump, I think he will very narrowly take on the state of Ohio, but it's also very close. But in 2016, Donald Trump took on the state about 7 to 8%. The gap is huge. So Donald Trump will also take on this in this scenario. But Bernie Sanders take on this 3 state. That take on Bernie Sanders to the victory, 275 electoral votes. The Wisconsin also pretty close. Unlike Michigan and Pennsylvania, these 2 states is a little bit tilted to the blue side. So it's a blue state in this scenario. Bernie Sanders take on. And for Iowa, it's much more close in 2016 as I said. So Bernie Sanders cannot take this state. So Donald Trump will take. Definitely Donald Trump will take, or Bernie Sanders take. But Bernie Sanders I think the gap also like Arizona is much more closer than 2016. So for Maine here, Maine will take on these 2 given to Bernie Sanders. But how about the Maine second district here? This is decided to victory or not. But now Bernie Sanders already win. So this is what are we going to discuss. So I think Bernie Sanders also take on the second district because always living around here, the candidate will doing much more well in this state and also Maine. So how he can do this well in this state, and also for Elizabeth Warren living in Massachusetts, she is also going to win this, I think. So we'll see next prediction, but Trump will take on Nebraska's second district. Okay, this is our prediction right now. You can see the result: 279 to Bernie Sanders, 259 to Donald Trump. Thank you for watching. See you in the next prediction. Bye.